All right, guys, so we're here with the 2023 Plus Raptor R. We're going to be doing an install video of the micros. The installation instructions or the installation process for the micros, the mids, and the full-size flaps are the same. So we're just going to do a video on the micros themselves. The installation sequence on the front is the same on both the driver and the passenger. The rear, it's the same number of bolts, but we're going to go through that here in a minute. And then we're going to get into something new that we're developing here, which is a fender flare for the entire circumference of the fender itself. So we'll get there in a minute. But what we're going to do is we're going to start out with kind of identifying which side is which. These things are going to be marked for you, so it's going to be DF as in driver front, DR as in driver rear, and the logos are always going to be facing towards the rear of the vehicle here. Another really quick way to identify it is you can see how that the front here is a little bit fatter at the top, it's a little bit shorter, this one's a little bit skinnier, a little bit longer. The driver front is going to be the short, fatter, thicker one there that we're going to just put in there like so. So this thing is super simple, super easy. You got 3 bolts on the front, you got 3 bolts on the rear. And we're going to get into this POV here with the Ray-Bans, see how that goes. So, all right, let's go and get into it. All right, guys, so here we are. We're on the Raptor R here. It's the 2023 Plus. We're going to be installing the driver front. Again, just 3 bolts here on the front side. Super simple. We already got the 3 bolts removed. We got the top, middle, bottom bolt removed. You guys are going to be reusing the existing OEM hardware on this one. The bolts on this vehicle are phenomenal. So we're just going to keep reusing those daddies. All right, so we've got a 7mm socket here. We're going to start in the middle, like so. Going to make sure that thing's going the right direction. And it just goes right into the existing OEM mounting location. All right, so we're just gonna tighten that one up just a little bit. And of course, I'm dropping things. That seems to be a recurring theme with me in these install videos, but 'tis life. All right, so we're gonna just tighten that up a little bit there. So now we're on the top section here, and what we're gonna do is just make sure that this portion here is lined up with the fender, nice and smooth. We're gonna go ahead and install that last bolt up in there. 1 second, there we go. All right, don't want to do it too hard there. Make sure that thing is nice and lined up where it's supposed to be. Go ahead, tighten it down, and then come through here and tighten up the other 2. All right, and that is the install of the front micro on the Raptor R 2023 Plus. We're going to move to the rear, going to do the same sequence on the rear micro. Just a reminder to you guys, the installation on the driver front is the same on the driver, on the passenger front. So just follow that same sequence, super easy, done. You've got yourself a set of micros. All right, so now we're on the rear. We're going to be doing the install of the rear micro on the Raptor R here. So again, it's just these 3 mounting locations here, the OEM mounting locations, and we're just going to reuse the existing OEM hardware. This thing sets in just like that, gives you a little protection off the side here. And what we're going to do is just show you guys a quick install of this. So we've got a 7mm socket. We're going to go ahead and start in the middle of the micro there. Again, these things are labeled DR as in driver rear, and it will be labeled as PR as passenger rear. The same sequence of the installation is the same sequence on both driver and passenger sides of the truck here. So let's go ahead and get this thing going the right direction. All right, nothing too tight there quite yet. We want to make sure we get all this lined up. So we're going to start there with that middle hole, then we're going to work our way down to this inner hole. Okay, like I said, nothing too tight quite yet. We want to make sure that this portion of the micros lined up with the exterior of the fender there. So we're gonna go in here, get this thing in before this thing gets nice and tight. Make sure it's still lined up, nice and gentle, and then come back through and tighten up the rest of the bolts. All right, and that is the install of the rear micro on the Raptor R. Like I mentioned before, same sequence of events on both the driver and the passenger side. For the front, same sequence of events for the driver and the passenger side. And also, these micros, whether you ordered the micros, the mids, or the full-size mud flaps, the installation process is the same for all those products. So we got 3 bolts, you're dialed in, no drilling. Things are looking good. Give you a little side protection there, a little rooster protection off the bottom of the tire.